Good evening VC, Dino Vinyl Time's back. Going to do you a quick, well I say quick, it might actually be over 2 videos, so you know how I like to ramble on. I'm going to do a 7-inch single update, because most of my updates of recent have been either 12-inch singles or albums. And I have been buying and I have been given quite a few 7-inch singles, and some of them are quite interesting, well for me anyway, hopefully they might be interesting for you too. So I thought I'd just go through it. I probably will put this into 2 videos because I have got a fair few. So yeah, so let's crack on. I just noticed recently that charity shops have been really good for you know, keeping lots of good 7-inch singles in their original sleeves. So I've been really lucky to find a lot of sort of really old singles from the 60s and 70s in the original sleeves, and not just sort of cardboard fillers. So this has been great, and sometimes I've even just bought a single just because I wanted, say, like a Pie or a Columbia or a Polydor sleeve just to fit other ones I don't have sleeves for, which I'm sure you guys do as well. And you know, they're like, sometimes they can be as cheap as 10p, so it's been pretty good. So on that note, let's get on with the records. First one I've got on Pie. Oh, sorry, I listened to a bit of Talk. I got talked about Talk in my last video, and I thought I'll just put it on. So this is the album It's My Life. Yeah, so yeah, just This Is My Life. Yeah, first single then. This is Michelle by the Overlanders on Pie. Really nice. Still got the original centering. A little bit of writing on the back here, but and on the front, I think it's just the girl's name or the person's name. Obviously, it was a cover from cover by the Beatles. Obviously, the Overlanders did. On the B side is Cradle of Love, so that was pretty cool. I really like their version as well of this song. Not as much as the Beatles, but it's a very good cover. And the cover is good, so that's always a bonus. Next one up, this, I don't know if I've mentioned in my last couple of videos, my dad had just given me a few records, and there was a lot of 7-inch singles in there. I did post a picture of the box that he gave me on the VC, so you can check that out if you like. But it just shows how many I've got, and I've actually had time to sort of whittle through them and find out the good stuff and the bad stuff. And here's one of the good ones. This is Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower, original, still with the sleeve in it, on an RCA label. Even though this was on, sorry, not an RCA label, an RCA cover from Track Records. So yeah, I was really happy with that. It's in mono, but you can play it on stereo apparently. So yeah, pretty cool that one. Look forward to playing that. It'd be pretty good. Next one up, I was really happy to get, even though it's not coming in its original sleeve. This is the Moody Blues Nights in White Satin on DRAM. But this is the original single. It's in a really good condition, so bar not having a sleeve. The B-side is Cities. This is my favourite Moody Blues track. It was the one that got me into the band originally. I just love it, absolutely love that song. I could just play that on repeat constantly, and I do play it a lot, as my wife will testify, but it's a great track. So yeah, I was really happy to find that. Again, just charity shops is where it's at, guys. Next up, you've probably heard of me ramble on about this band before, but on Pie, The Searchers, Needles and Pins, B-side, Saturday Night Out. Really happy with that. Yeah, pretty cool. Searchers, isn't it? Love it. Next up, more Searchers, Sweets for My Sweets, and B-side is All of a Dream. Again on Pie, but in a Philips label. I am, like I said, trying to slowly go through them and change out the labels with the correct ones, but you know, it takes time, this process. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up, a band I don't have too much of, but a band I do like, especially on vinyl. This is Dave Clark 5 on Columbia. Played a good old rock and roll, and on both sides actually. Well, actually, I haven't really looked at this too closely. I think this could be like a mini EP, because it doesn't really, because it says, yeah, it says Dave Clark 5, play good old rock and roll, A and B. Reelin' and Rocklin' and Memphis, Tennessee, produced by Dave Fly. Okay. Well, I'll definitely have to check that one out a bit closer because it doesn't have a distinct A and B side, but I might have a little EP there that I didn't notice. That's cool. But yeah, nice Columbia label. Bit of sellotape on there, a bit weird, but still pretty good. Happy. Next artist is a band called The Love Affair. They're around in the late 60s, early 70s. One of their biggest hits was Rainbow Valley, which is this one that I have. May have heard it, may have not. My dad was a massive fan of this band, and he really liked it. I just remember this song being played quite a lot at home as when we were kids. Just a lot of Rainbow Valley stuff, and I think they're still going. You know, they do the tour, and they sort of working man's clubs and that kind of thing, small theatres. But yeah, I really like that song, and you've probably heard of it, Rainbow Valley. And they also did, and I have two copies of it. I have the original. This is the original from 1968, and the CBS cover on CBS. And then I have this one, which was my dad's one, which is on this old gold collection label. Again, Rainbow Valley, Love Affair. On that side, I think the B side, Bringing On Back the Good Times. So you have two of their big hits on that one. Which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, this is Bringing On Back the Good Times. So basically I have the two that are on CBS from 1968, the two A-sides, and then I have this track that's A-side is one and B-side is the other of these two. So that's pretty cool. Nice little Rainbow Love Affair. I don't have any of their albums yet. Like something I'll look out for, but I'm not in any mad rush to get stuff like that. So. Next up, this is Imagine by John Lennon. Got this for free. A friend of mine dropped around some records, and this has just happened to be one of the little gems inside. So that side's Working Class Hero. This side is Imagine. Apple, obviously. Quite happy with that. That's a nice black plain label. So looks good. Centre's still there. That's always good. Happy days. Next up, more Lennon. Lennon on his own with Yoko Ono there, but I think this is just a John Lennon signal with Woman and Beautiful Boys on the back. That's pretty cool. That came in the same box as this is Imagine as well, so that was pretty cool. The next one I picked up because I don't know. This is the Kingston Trio, and I don't really know them that well, but they obviously did a cover of, or they did the original of a song called Where Have All the Flowers Gone? Now I know that song because the Searchers did a cover of it, and I know Searchers did a lot of covers, but they did a cover of this track, and I haven't seen it by the Searchers, but I saw it by the Kingston Trio, so it'd be pretty cool to listen to that, see how different it is from the Searchers version. But I got it, it's pretty cool. I'm quite open to things like that, if somebody else has done a good cover of it, then why not try it, or if this was the original, try and listen to the original and see what the difference is. But yeah, nice, on Capitol label, pretty cool. Next up, I was quite happy with this one. This is pretty cool. This is an Asylum Records track, and it is Hotel California by the Eagles. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was really happy with that. It's nice, in good condition. Needs good clean, mine. Yeah, and B-side is Pretty Maids All in a Row. That's pretty cool. The cover's the original one, but it is a little bit beat up. As you can see, there's a tear there, and a few more bits and scratches. But that was pretty cool to get that. Again, a little charity shop find, 50p. Next up, I believe this is a German copy of Far Far Away by Slade, and this is one of my favourite songs by Slade. I wasn't a massive fan of theirs, too many Christmas songs for my liking, but this is one of my favourite songs. It's quite a rocky track for them, and I just really liked it. Yeah, pretty cool, I think, on Barn Productions. Slade in Fame, I think it's the film this came from. It's got a lot about writing all over it. This guy called Wayne. It was obviously originally his because he's put his name all over it. But yeah, Yesterday's the B-side. But it's pretty cool to have. I do, like I say, I do like this track. I'm not a massive fan of Slade in general, but that was pretty cool. So, and I've seen these go, like in my record shop down the road, that was going for like £8. So, and I got that in Germany for like a couple of euros. I've just talked about this in my last vinyl update, so it means I've got it twice. Talk. I should have guessed, well I should have known that I had this twice, so if anybody wants it, give me a shout, leave a comment. I'm more than happy to give it away. So if anybody needs it to add to their collection, that's what I'd prefer. If somebody wants it to make up the collection, that'd be pretty cool. Give me a shout, let me know. No point in having two copies because they're exactly the same, both on the same label, EMI, both catalogue number 5314. So just give us a shout if you want it to add to your collection. Cheers. Next up, 2 Style Council records. Really happy to get these. Again, just talked about Style Council in my last one. This is You're the Best Thing, in pretty good nick with a solid centre. B-side is Long Hot Summer. Yeah, pretty cool. A nice little cover on it as well. The cover on this one, bit of ring wear on it, a bit knocked up, but it's all pretty good. I'm happy with that. So nice to add to my my mod-esque. I love my mod stuff. Love that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Next one is Style Council again. The Walls Come Tumbling Down on Polydor, and yeah, pretty happy with that. Is it on Polydor? Or was it just in the Polydor? Yeah, it was on Polydor. Polydor sleeve, 1985. Sweet. Oh god, sorry, my legs got a bit dead. Next up, Rod Stewart. I'm not really a massive fan of Rod Stewart on his own, but I love the track Young Turks, and this is purely down to the game of GTA, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and I'm sure plenty of you have played this game out there, and this got played quite a lot in that game, and I just fell in love with that song from this. The video's a bit funky, a bit famous, but what a great song. Yeah, just loved it, and I saw it at a charity shop and I thought, well, I'm having some of that, thanks very much. So yeah, B-side is Tora, Out With Our Boys. This is 1981, so the year I was born. Didn't know that. I thought it was later than that, but there you go. You learn something new every day. But yeah, Young Turks, pretty cool. Thanks GTA and Rockstar. Next up, one of the other ones I got given in free last week. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Power Love. Pretty cool to have. Not a massive Frankie fan, but yeah, it's in good nick, so it's not a bad song. I'll keep it. Next up, a little bit of Wings, Paul McCartney, Molecule Tire. I think this is like one of the biggest selling singles of all time, if I'm right, or it's up there anyway, especially in the UK. On Capitol, in a Capitol sleeve, which is pretty cool. B-side is Girls' School, sorry. So 1977. Happy days. Next up, this is one my dad gave me. I remember playing this a lot as a kid, like actually playing this record a lot on my dad's record player, because I really liked Handle With Care by the Travelling Wilburys, the supergroup of the sort of late 80s. Great. I've just been learning a little bit about Jeff Lynne in my university course, and very talented man, and I also watched the BBC documentary about him the other day as well. Just what a bloke, you know. Don't get me wrong, Tom Petty, George Harrison, the rest of the boys on there, but obviously, you know, they've got a bit of talent between them as well, I suppose. But Jeff Lynne as a producer, solely going on producing, is just out of this world, really. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up, some 90s dance for you. Bit of KLF. I know I've shown two of these before. What Time Is Love, I've shown this one before, KLF 7-inch single, and 3AM Eternal. These are pretty big in the UK at the time. If anybody's new to my channel, I did show these before. This band once burned £1 million live on stage in banknotes. Don't know why, I think it was at the Brit Awards. Apparently they were pissed up in Scotland the night before and did it there. Or got the idea there and did it later. But yeah, £1 million up in flames. So I managed to find this one last week, Last Train to Trans Central. It just reminds me of my early school days, 13, 14 years old, knocking around, going to youth club discos as we call them over here. Yeah, listening to the 90s dance, but pretty cool. Check out the KLF if you're an interesting band. Next up, something I was really happy with getting, and I posted a picture of these in the VC and got a lot of likes and comments on them. So, and these are my Smith singles. Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now. B-side Stuff for Little Children. I'm reading his autobiography at the moment, Morrissey's. I've got it here actually. I did have it here. It's in my school bag. So I read it on the train when I go to school. But quite an interesting book. Quite a hard read. As you can appreciate from Morrissey, it's written in a certain way. Not what I was expecting, but I'm just getting through it. It's a bit like reading War and Peace slightly, but it's still a good book, and I'm learning a lot from him and what he was about. So, if you're interested in it, it's well worth a read. People in the UK, you can get it in Tesco for £3.49, bargain. So yeah, sort of sidetracking slightly there. So yeah, Smiths, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now. Really happy to get that. Next one, the Smiths again, This Charming Man. Happy to get that. Next up, Girlfriend in a Coma. Buzzing. And last but not least, Ask. And all four of those singles cost me 10 quid, and they're in a really good condition. A few more Smith singles I need to get, but just to have Smith singles is pretty cool. In my eyes anyway, because I really like Smiths. So I was pretty made up, and this came from Magpie Music in Chippenham. I have to give them a shout out. They're really good in there. I mentioned them before, but I think I may have called them by a different name last time, and I stand corrected on that. But it's Magpie Music in Chippenham. They're a really good record store, and they just have reasonably priced records. They don't go silly on their pricing, which I really like, and they have a great collection down there as well. So if you're ever down Wiltshire way, ever in Chippenham, or you think you're gonna pop in, please go, give me a shout, and like I said, I'll take you down there, because it's a really good shop, and the people that run it are really friendly. They've always got always helpful, and they just had a little bit of an upgrade in the shop. So go and honestly get down there and check it out. Anybody in the UK, it's really worth it. But yeah, okay, cool. I'll leave that one there then, and I'll start the next one in a minute. Cheers, VC.